Welcome back to the channel. I've just come home from work and I've got myself changed, ready to come out and see what is going on because my garden's got an extra motorbike in, and you guys will have just seen that the Honda's finished now because we've just been to the show. But at the point of filming this, the Honda is not finished. We are in the week where we have just took the seat to Vaughan to get the seat prepped and done. So the frame has gone to the powder coaters and the seat has been done. We have got a number of lists of jobs because I've got cables I want to pick up from the Stafford Classic show, so a number of stuff's got to happen before that. The tank needs finishing so that when the seat's got foam on it I can test it and see about depth, all manner of things. So why I have another motorbike in my garden that's not ours, we have this, somebody else's, and I'm going to go and find out why he's not doing Honda jobs and why he appears to be messing.
I had enough of Japanese bikes.
You're fed up, are you?
Triumph.
Triumph.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Go on then, give me a story.
So this belongs to a woman who reached out to us. Oh, she didn't actually reach out to us. A friend of hers reached out and said she'd been in dire straits with her bike. It's been to many garages, had some work done, it wasn't performing right. And then on the way home from that garage, it still wasn't right, and then it locked up with total engine failure. And then it's been sat for a year, maybe longer now. You need a new engine and somebody to fit it. So I said,
You are the somebody to fit it.
we'll find an engine and we can do it. So this is said engine, because 790 engines are quite hard to find. It's not the prettiest looking engine, that's for sure.
But are we going for, if it's a functional one, then functional is better than pretty?
Yeah, well at least we can get it up and running on the road, but I'd like to do a health check on it. And
Okay.
in order to do that, we'll do a compression test. So I have rigged up the battery and the starter solenoid and a bunch of wires. I've already tested this with the original starter motor from the bike on the bench, and we're now going to give it a whirl and see whether this thing decides it wants to crank over. It's got oil in, and I have already jumped ahead, put a spanner on here while it was in gear. Might even still be in gear. So we have all the gears, and the engine does turn over via the output sprocket. So, should we do a compression test?
Go for it.
Rusty plug. They are iridium, so somebody wanted to spend money on this.
Oh, is that what you just took that out?
Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Pluge.
And they don't look like they've been too rich.
So I have two spark plugs then?
Yeah, it's got 2 cylinders.
Oh.
We're not in Honda land now. Back in the real world.
We'd like to be in Honda land. We've still got a Honda to build.
Yeah, there's like bits everywhere. But anyway, back to
There is,
Triumph.
there's bits everywhere.
Triumph.
And this bike being at our house makes how many?
10.
4 of which aren't ours.
So you can hold that in. Which do you want? Do you want the wire switch or do you want the plugger thing?
Are you going to want me to read the numbers?
No. It stores the number.
Yeah, go on then. I'll do that.
Okay. Ready?
As I'll ever be.
That sounds like he's gassing.
Yeah, I can feel puffing coming out of there.
Okay. Okay. So we got 155, 160.
Yeah, is that good?
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, it's not the strongest. They generally up to 180, but anything way over 100 is better. So as long as they're fairly even, that's...
Oh, we've got to do 2 sides.
Yeah, we have 2 cylinders.
2 cylinders? All right.
Okay.
A little bit less on that side.
Only just. Still virtually 160.
The gimbal endpoint's not coping.
Oh, that
You
camera's
broke
broken.
my camera.
Yeah, so it's about 160. They're about even.
Okay.
But that could also be, you remember under the pear drops?
There's the pear drops.
You had the shims?
Yeah.
So if the shims aren't, if the gap isn't quite right, then you might not be opening the valves enough
Okay.
to draw the air in. So we'll do the shimming anyway. But that feels like...
What's this wee? I have 100 to build. What is this wee?
Is this all me, is it?
Well, you know, if I've got a project on the go, maybe this is just something to keep you busy.
But no, I'm pleased with that.
Good.
That's good. So we've got good compression. I think we're now in a position where we can put it on that stand. We'll drain the oil out of it. And then we can contemplate all this.
It is a shame because I'm taking it, the other engine that I've walked past in there is the engine that come out of this bike, that black one.
The one that looks really good.
Looks nicer.
Broken. But this is about having a running bike for the season, isn't it? So I think I'll message Jules and say, your donor engine seems good so far. We'll fit it as it is, and then at any given point we may revisit to make it look better. But I think we can make a decent job of that.
Okay.
Some work to do here. I'm going to B-roll cleaning this engine up though. I don't think it's fair to
Make people what, just do more cleaning?
Yeah, exactly that. But I think it'll be alright.
Fab.
So all of that was several weeks ago, and then obviously we cracked on with the bike shed build. This is a couple of days after the bike shed show. We do obviously have a number of jobs left to finish on that bike, which we will do leading into the summer, so Emily can get her test done and get that on the road, and you can actually hear it with those exhausts. But yeah, we need to get some traction behind this, get this built up and back to its owner. Now obviously we've done the compression test. This engine is showing signs of good health. It's, although pretty scabby on the outside, the oil was really clean. I've had the top off the engine now, which is why the rocker cover is actually leaking. But all inside there looks really, really good. But we'll get to that because we're going to have to do the shimming before it, well, we could do it while it's in actually. But yeah, we're going to do the shimming and give this all a really good clean up. I was going to paint it silver, but in fact the finish on Emily's engine was so good with that PJ1, we ordered some more, and I've been waiting for that to come in, which is why, another reason this has been on hold. That's now here, and I've started doing some prep work. I'll show you a little bit of that, just getting rid of the rough edges. There's still more to do and more degreasing. This has been run with the exhaust gaskets blowing and these oil lines for the oil cooler having a bit of a weep. So obviously there's some gaskets to do, and the thing we're going to do immediately on this, so we'll do the painting, and then the very next job is we're going to get the safe start in this case. So I've spoke to Jules, and she's more than happy for that to happen. Chris completely recommends it. I've got one kit up on the shelf ready for my bike, which I'll probably end up putting in this and backfilling with a new one from Chris at UTP. If you don't know about that, we will come to it, and yeah, if you own one of these 790s or 865 Bonnevilles, definitely well worth getting. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I know it's a relatively short one, but we've introduced a new project. This is what we're going to be doing next, amongst other things. Yeah, let's crack on, I guess. Click like, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you're wondering where Emily is, she's recovering from all of that effort the weekend. So yeah, she will be back in the next video.